know you guys have seen it by now. They released the X-Men 97 animated trailer for Disney Plus. And of course, Disney had to ruin it like they always do. But first, let me give some credit. I actually really like that they recreated the art style of the original series. Looks great, the colors look great. It's actually great to see these characters in their iconic costumes, 'cause they never wore them in the Fox X-Men movies for some reason. Don't know why they didn't wear it, but whatever. And of course, we have to deal with some bullshit again. They nerf Rogue's tits in the show. Is anybody really surprised? Don't know why we can't have nice women with nice tits and nice ass, but we can't have anything good anymore. And then there's this character called Morph. Not familiar with this character, but they made him get Morph's characterization in X-Men 97. This is a lighter take on a character who is non-binary and has an interesting buddy relationship with Wolverine. The character's past with Mr. Sinister, the show's villain, could also come into play. Who the fuck is Morph and why is he quote-unquote non-binary? What does that even mean? Just look inside your pants and you can clearly tell what gender you are. Stop acting retarded. There's no such thing as non-binary. And of course, his weak pussy made sure only people that follow him or mention him can reply. And he is hiding posts that he doesn't disagree with. Typical weak ass pussy. Apparently, this character is a shapeshifter, and that is going to be the excuse these weird queers use to justify this fake shit. And every time we call this out, there's always got to be the idiot gaslighters that act like we're the stupid ones. I can't. Nobody said there weren't politics in X-Men. This is retarded gaslighting by an educated idiot that clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. Non-binary people do not exist, period. That is woke, period. It's a made-up propaganda bullshit. Nerfing Rhodes' titties is woke. Justifying a mental illness like non-binary is woke. You know what I also find extremely funny and extremely ironic since this dude is black? A lot of black people really believe in this fake idea that the X-Men is based off Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, which that was never the case, but they're so desperate to get a quote-unquote W, they believe in a fake history. Stan Lee created the X-Men because he was too lazy to create origin stories, and then later he confirmed that it was not based off civil rights, and these idiots would take this desperate, dirty W just to say, we got one, bruh, we got one.
Nothing to do with Marvel, but he told me about it. The first thing I said is, what about my cameo? But we'll see, we'll talk about that later. I want to play hard to get.
Sir, where did you get the idea for the X-Men, and did you originally create them to destroy racial prejudice?
I didn't create them to destroy racial prejudice, but once I had them going, it occurred to me, man, this strip makes a great vehicle to talk about racial prejudice and how terrible it is. But in the beginning, all I wanted to get a new team of heroes. We had the Fantastic Four, and I wanted another team. Now, the toughest thing in superhero-dom is when you want to make up a new character.
In the hall, there will only be 2 minutes to get in line for the Kevin Eastman signings today. Only 2 more minutes to get in line for the Kevin Eastman signing. Also, make sure when you're there to check out the convention.
Blah, 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 blah. We don't care. Let's listen to Stan. Who was that? Well, anyway. The toughest thing when you try to dream up a new superhero character or characters is, what is their origin? How did they get that way? And I figured I already had somebody bitten by a radioactive spider. I had some guys affected by cosmic rays, by gamma rays. By the way, I wouldn't know a gamma ray if it was in front of me. I don't know what these things are. They just sound good, and I call them that. But anyhow, I was trying to think. I want a new group of characters with new superpowers, but how did they get them? And then inspiration struck. What if they were just born that way? Then I wouldn't have to explain anything. And I'm a pretty lazy guy. That would make it easy to write, not much writing. So I figured that was it. I just called them mutants. And it was so easy. And then, when we had the mutants, and I had Magneto as the head of the evil mutants, although I kind of like Magneto. He's not that evil. There's a reason that he's the way he is. But anyway, I said to myself, after we already had the strip going, I said this would be a great way.
You heard it there, folks. The X-Men was not created to combat racial prejudice. That is a fake lie made by desperate black people who desperately want to win. These people don't know what they're talking about. They can go fuck themselves.